Okay, so I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I was sitting here just looking at the whole older videos that I have, and really I was mainly focusing on both the top 30 lolis of all time for me, and then the top 10 sexiest ones. And I'm not gonna lie, as I kind of looked through the top 10 sexiest ones, was I on crack? Was I literally on crack? I don't know, because there is characters I'm like, oh, that fits and that understandable, and then there's a lot of characters I was like, what the hell type of timing was I on? I don't get that. So what I want to do, and I suppose that this is what this is going to be, is that I'm going to just straight up update the entirety of that damn list and try to get a more accurate response of like what is the top 10 for me right now. Because at the end of the day, I maybe agreed on that past part, but at the very same time, I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of differences of characters of how I feel about now, or at least if we're talking about just straight up who's the sexiest and not like a favorite or something like that, then I need to go ahead and try to like put myself in that brain space of like, this is the sexiest ones, this is the peakness here. Let's just go ahead and remove favoritism from sexiness and just have that to be there. So that's what I kind of want to do for this one. And I also have like really some weird rules I put for myself in the top 30 video too, and maybe that might have to get updated at some point in time, just like the top 20 waifus of all time, but we'll see. But when it comes down to it though, I have come through with a list. I do have characters that's here that I feel like fits better than what I had before. Still not necessarily super ultimately sure, but I think this could be a bit better. But before I begin, I feel like honorable mentions is very much going to be needed for this one, which for these I think I got 4. So I would say part 1 Sakura, because first waifu ever, not gonna lie, and really thought part 1 Sakura was the finest there was and there will ever be. Boy howdy was I wrong, and gratefully so. Then we have Rin, which I'll chuck in this as well, because why the hell not? Maybe not consider a traditional lolly, I'll consider it just because it kind of fits in the range of what I usually like when it comes down to it, so there very much is going to be that. I was also going to add Sage into this list, but she has to be an honorable mention because there is just way too much damn competition that is just here. And then lastly, I would go ahead and put maybe Sasami here, because I was debating, do I want to put another character here or do I take her out? And essentially I decided to take her out, but that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, that they're all ass. They could very much all made this list when it comes down to relative ease. But that being said, if we gotta just talk about characters that are barely just out there, they are. So who did make the list and what changes did I made? Well, let's start off with number 10. Last time I did Inkly Girl. I don't know why, because there's a superior version in Charlie, but when it comes down to this one, I decided to go with Tanya, right? Just because she just is a bit stacked up, right? Let's just keep very much stacked. I'm pretty swant most people wouldn't want to run into Tanya at all. That being said, if you could put her under control for 5 seconds, might not be all that bad. Might not be all that bad. Be pretty damn peak, I'm gonna be honest, right? Unless you just want to get dominated, then by all means, go ahead and die. But at the very same time, if you have Tanya under your control, and hopefully not let go of the damn leash on that chick, because you know damn well she'll probably beat your ass, you might have a good time here. You might have a good time, and it might be a damn victory road here. So to keep very much a stack, I would definitely probably, and don't understand why I didn't put Tanya on this list the first time, but she does fit here a lot. So for sure Tanya should be here. Also, I should mention that these are not going to be in any particular order, at least in terms of like who's over another character, so that's just going to be ultimately how it is. Number 9, Gwen, because yeah, that makes sense. Also, she's literally like one of the most whorish lollies that is out there. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, you could dead-ass tag team her with any other lolly character, and for whatever reason, she makes it work. I don't get why, I don't understand how, but she makes it work, and that's ultimately what you really get when it comes down to Gwen. And you can't really go wrong with Gwen, if I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't really matter. It's like, when it comes down to it, people like the original version of her. And it's clearly obvious considering people be like, and I find it funny how people be like, oh, well, there's other versions of Gwen, why don't you draw those and stop using this Lolly version? Y'all still like that version. Even when you age her up, you still like that version of her. So at the end of the day, don't come through and asking the same questions, all these stuff. Don't worry about that. Just enjoy Gwen for what she is, because she is pretty bad. So when it comes down to it, yes, she has to be here and she has to stay from the original list. Next up at number 8 is gonna be Tatsumaki, which, yeah, this once again makes sense, and I think another original character that stayed. But when it comes down to it though, yeah, I don't see a how or a reason or why I would take her out, because she Swiss thighs for the thick thighs. There's no damn way I could just take her out and then think, oh yeah, this is perfectly fine. No, it feels like the list will be missing something. Even I considered to do so, but then there ain't really anybody that matches up to Tatsumaki that I can sit here and just be like, huh, who else can fit that standard? Who else can fit that real deal placement of that character? And for me, there really isn't many options I can think of. So when it comes down to it, I would definitely keep Tatsumaki around and just, have her win in this space. Number 6, Pan. Again, not in order, but this was nonsense to me. I don't think Pan was in this list originally. Somehow, I didn't put her in this list originally. And I was like, wait, what? Considering all the Pan content I've seen for the past few days, and just getting absolutely spammed out the wazoo with, I'm not gonna sit here and lie, I find it baffling how I didn't put Pan in this list the first damn time. So when it comes down to it, yeah, she has to be here. There's no reason as to why she isn't here. Like, there is none that you could come up with that makes sense. She has to be. Because one, again, she's like one of the characters I've seen that is a lolly for the first time in my life and genuinely just did like. And at the very same time, she has a mad ass. We don't need to go into it again because we talked about it already. But yeah, Pan needs to be here, and I don't understand how I didn't put her in here the first damn time. Number 5, Sarda. Don't know how I didn't do it. Don't know how and in what way I didn't really, chuck this character here. I don't understand it. It's a bit weird that Sarda was not on this list whatsoever. And when it comes down to it, I'm at least happy to have a Naruto representative, because again, that show did very much carry some characters. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It did carry Gentai as a whole when it comes down to it. And ultimately, of all the characters that is worth a dang and that's worth a clapping, and just straight up clapping of every day per every hour, Sarda is here. That is the character I would say the most on this list should be for sure put here, and it's very baffling again how I didn't put them here in the first damn place. Number 4, I'm going to go ahead and put Ataru here, right? I'm gonna just slap her here as well, and the reason why I'm gonna just slap her here or whatever when it comes down to it is because she's the only other character that made me feel like, oh, I could give up Kaneko for this, which is baffling to me. Crazy to say that, but that was how it was when Kamikatsu came out. I legitimately thought that yeah, she could be here and there will be nothing wrong, and she could replace Kaneko for a minute because she felt like a 2.0. But that's literally how close Kaneko and her was for that period of time. Now I'm fully on the Kaneko train, back on it without necessarily getting off anytime soon. But she came close. That's not something many waifus I can say has done to me. But the next one up would be Penny Parker. Yes, don't know anything about Spider-Verse, don't know anything about this character to a high extent. That being said, I've seen her in Spider-Verse, or at least I've seen people share her a lot during that time. And not gonna sit here and lie, still worth it, still worth a clap or two. I'm not necessarily gonna sit here because I'm just like, yeah, and also I'm not gonna lie, this is where the debate between Sasami and Penny kind of came in, and I was thinking, oh, do I keep Sasami on this list or do I put this Penny Parker here? Do I exchange places? And that's kind of where I was battling with, like, who is hotter, Sasami or Penny? And I like both, but if we're gonna talk about the hotness, I'd probably give the slot over to Penny. Just in terms of hotness. If we talk about in characters, then Sasami has it. But when it comes down to hotness, I'd give it to Penny. And plus, she kind of, again, fits the whole, type of sizing and stuff of how I like my lolly characters personally. So that's just ultimately how it is, too. Now, these last two easily piss me off because I didn't add them the first go around. And number or at least number 3, I assume number 3, is gonna be Toph. Why the hell did I not put Toph in the list the last damn go around? I don't know. I'm baffled just as much as you, because Toph is bad as hell, right? I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Toph lost her sauces as she grew older, but when she had that sauces in her lolly form, obviously, it was peak. It is just peak. I still, to this day, there is never going to be a character that is just as badass as Toph is, in terms of actually having like a disability, but then not necessarily making that her whole ass character, or at least making it a part of her character like a lot of people do shit with characters now in the West. But when it comes down to it though, she is peak, she is a good example of how to use something like that, and overall, just fine. I don't really see how anybody can get tired of Toph, and that's why she constantly continues, to this damn day, gets content. Then, to go back into the Avatar train again, at the number 2 slot, is Shinora. Again, another character I didn't add to that list the first damn time, and it pisses me off the more I think about it, because how the hell did I not put Shinora into this damn list? Arguably, a character I put over Toph, if I'm gonna be honest. Because she's literally just good. Yes, she could be a bit of a bookworm, and yes, she could be just the actually type of kid, but at the very end of the day, she's still hot as hell. Plus, the art speaks for herself when it comes down to how good she can actually get, right? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense how I didn't put her here in the first damn place. And what equally doesn't make a lot of sense is how there's the lack of Jinora content. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. So, when it comes down to it, Jinora should be here. For sure. That if I had to be absolutely real, these last two, along with along with the next one, they don't get to be taken out this list in any shape or form. They stay here because that's how it is. And ultimately, these characters just are good, right? I don't think anybody would deny themselves Jinora's ass cheeks. I don't think so. Plus, she likes the BBC, so I think we have a double chance to make some wild things happen. But obviously, the number 1 spot just goes straight up to Konako, because I don't see how it doesn't. I don't. She has cuteness and sexiness at the same time, and it makes a lot of sense. It's the one piece of ass I will never tire of. And if you really think I'll be tired of Konako after all these years, there ain't no damn way. There is no damn way I'll let that happen. And if something like that does happen, I've lost the plot. I severely have lost the plot. But I don't think I need to go super hard in depth into Konako, because you already know. But that's, I would say, the updated version of this list. How did some characters not get into this list the first damn time? I got no damn clue. Really, I don't. So hopefully this will be the one time we do this, and hopefully it'll be the last time I have to update this damn list and actually be accurate, you know, hopefully. And then maybe at some point in time in the future we'll talk about the new top 20 waifus of all time, and maybe we'll also do something with the top 30 to maybe the top 50 lolis of all time. I don't know, we'll think about it. But that's really all I gotta say for this one. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, like, share, we're out. Also on the socials, any likes to donate to the channel, Kofi, Cash App is available as well. And until this, my boy Jay, sign off. Have a blessed day.